So as I was mentioning, these are the two by two matrix. One is SWOT analysis, and another one is BCG matrix. These two will help you out in taking the decision of investment. And whenever you're doing any intervention, don't forget to reach out to the prospective customers. They will give you the insights. That is one of the only best way to uh, become a successful venture or to create something innovative. For example, if you want to do a some kind of intervention in agri sector, if you are sitting in Delhi or sitting in Hyderabad or Chennai, probably you may not be able to do some quality justice to the venture that you want to do. It is better go and stay with the villagers, stay with the agriculture community, spend your time, go and understand their traditional knowledge what they have, and also you will be able to understand what are the real pains that they're trying to tell they're going through, and they will be able to help you out. And whatever the insights that they whatever the insight that they are giving is the best insights. And from the insights that you are getting from there will be the ultimate solution that you are supposed to do in case if you want to do any intervention. So this circle, probably you may be knowing it. Whenever you are coming across any business, any startup, any idea, uh, try to validate this. Are human are really desiring for this, or am I coming in advance? Probably just if we see, probably if Geo would have popped up in 2003 or 4, probably it wouldn't have been succeeded. And today, Reliance is debt-free company. Okay, Geo got quite good investment from across the world. So whenever you are coming to the market, there should be a right time, and that particular time, people or human is really desiring for the intervention that you are doing or the business that you are doing. If it is yes, you should also validate that if I do this, whether people are willing to pay for whatever the service that I am doing, whatever the product that I am doing. So whenever there is a term called business, and you will not be doing anything for the sake of doing, because in the business you have to take care of your backward integration, forward integration, and your channel partners, even your fixed cost, your variable cost. So you will you make sure that whatever the cost that you will be incurring throughout this end-to-end process, you will be charging from the customers who will be buying your product or a service. Are they willing to pay, and is there a viability to it? And in case this is also true and valid, in case if you come across yes even for viability study, then you should also see the feasibility. Whatever the product or a service that I am coming out, is it really feasible to execute, or I am drawing in a sky? If we draw in a sky, probably we may not be able to see whatever it is, whatever we draw. So is it technically feasible? Whatever the existing technology available, what are the future technologies that you're seeing, whatever that technology that consumer is familiar with, is it available? See, Microsoft is one of the good example to discuss. iOS succeeded, Android succeeded, but when Nokia came out with Microsoft operating system for mobile, and they were not able to capture the market the way Android has captured and iPhone has captured, because the feasibility technicality wise probably it might be good for Microsoft, not for the ordinary people were very much comfortable with the Android, and elite class is very much comfortable with the iOS operating system. So whenever you are coming with any product or a service, these are the three things you are supposed to see. The people are really desiring for it. Is there a really need and people will accept it? If they accept it, whether they will be able to pay, that you are supposed to see viable. And technically, in case whatever the intervention that I want to bring it, is it a feasible technically? So these are the broad things I want to tell. I want to quickly repeat this again. Whenever you want to start any business, I am telling you again, go and speak with your prospective customers, and their deep insights will give you the successful business. This is the best mantra, and that mantra will never ever fail. For example, during this COVID, see, COVID, now we come across this COVID. If not COVID, probably something else. Whenever there is a uh, unforced situation in the market, when there is a natural calamities in the market, business will shut. It will struggle because they're not putting their roots to the directly customers. For example, if you see Zomato, Swiggy, they were not able to cope up during COVID situation. They have to fire the people. I'm not criticizing, neither I'm telling anything bad about them, but it is a hard time. This is a one case study, one side we were able to see, because they are not having the good roots with the customers directly, because they are acting as aggregators. So aggregator, they don't have a good hold on the customers. As long as they give the discounts, people will be with them. They are not with the customers. Even from the hotel industry side, they are like, you serve, we are giving you order, and you will make the payment. Well, so where they are not having the good hold with the customers, both the sides. Customer, one side of the customer is the customer who are getting the food from the restaurants, and one side for Zomato, this hotel restaurant people is also customers. They are not so much bothered. When you see the typical commercial dairy sector, that also collapsed, because you need higher amount of risk involved, and none of the private milk dairy was not ready to take this challenge. And especially in Punjab and other area, uh, they said hold for the business for this COVID duration. But whereas the same dairy business, when it comes to the Amul, they were able to provide the milk. When it comes to the mother dairy, they were able to provide the milk. When it comes to the any state milk corporation, they were able to provide the milk. Reason being, they are having very strong hold with the grassroots suppliers. They are also having very strong roots with the customers. And in spite the people are losing job, in spite companies are laying their employees, in spite companies are reducing the salaries. But when any venture which is built based on the customer, grassroots customer, They will never have a failure. There will be a uh, roller coaster rides in their life, but sooner or later they will be able to succeed in their life because they know the good insights from the customer, and their complete business model is evolved keeping in view of the customer only. They are not designed this business model based on four walls. They went out, they sat, they understand, and they have built the business model. Whenever you are going to the people, try to understand these three key elements: what are their jobs, pains, and gains. Accordingly, you design your product or a service or a pain relievers the pain, and gain creators to whatever they desire to gain. Now, we will be getting into the few examples. I request that this will help you to understand much about how to see the business opportunity. It could be anything. You even in NGOs, if they want to if they want to have some intervention in any of their target villages, it is good to go with the business opportunity identification. So we'll go with few examples how the business has evolved over a period of time, and many you may agree with whatever the examples that I'm sharing. And after this, it is good that you read few case studies that will give you more idea. This is a screenshot I have taken from TEDx Nagpur talk. Uh, Two doctors, Dr. Abhay and Rani Ban. Few may be knowing this story. If you're not sure, I'll explain you what they have done, and I strongly recommend you should see this video. What he talks about go to the place where the problem exists, and if you go to the where the facilities are, you will become one of the problem. You know, in late 1980s, they returned from US after finishing their MD, wife and husband. They are thinking of where we should settle our life. They could have settled in Mumbai, Nagpur, any of the metropolitan. In 1980s, there is a huge demand for the doctors, and especially people who return from the foreign studies. They are having quite good demand. Whereas they choose to go to a place where the problem exists, whereby they have chosen a place called they have chosen a place, a remote place in close to Nagpur. So they went there, they sat with the rural tribal, started discussing. Uh, they come across many problems. They don't have proper roads, they don't have proper hospital, they don't have proper medical facilities. During the monsoon season, there is a floods. There are many problems. So what they have decided is they thought of interacting with rural women and rural tribal people, especially in a district called Gadichiroli in Maharashtra. This is one of the big case study which is acceptable across the world. This model is been replicated in many other states, and the case study is very successful case study. I recommend you should see this. So what they have done is they started interacting with the tribal. Then they asked, "What are your problems? How can we help?" So the tribal started telling, we were having this problem. Later, over a period of time, when they are interacting, the tribal given good insights, saying that, sir, our women putting so much struggle for 9 months to hold the baby in their womb. Once they're born, we're losing them. We're losing them. So they got very shocked in 19 early late 1980s. There was mortality rate of close to 20 to 22%, or maybe more than that. Almost 20 to 22% was the mortality rate of the and that to infants. Just imagine, in 1,000, close to 200 kids are dying. It is very sad. So what they realized, they want to address this problem. So they sat, they understand the present existing ecosystem, how the delivery is happening. So we all may be knowing in rural villages, some grandmothers used to do this delivery process and all, and they will take care of rest of the time. So they got these insights. Okay, the rural women are doing the process of delivery, and after that they don't have any proper facilities because the place is very remote place, and they don't have a hospital close by. So even any problem occurs after the birth, it is very difficult to take them to the hospital because they don't have a roads, and they don't have a transport facility. And we should always forget in case of the monsoon season because of the floods and all. So what they realized, they have a human capital like dadi, grandmothers, and they have the technical knowledge of what medicine is working, how the medicine will work. So they given training to these grandmothers, they called as the health workers, and they have given us so much training so that the complete mortality rate comes down as much as 5 to 10%. They have not given them complete that typical technical knowledge. They have given them the traditional knowledge plus and minimum facilities. I advise you should see this video, because whenever I'm explaining, uh, it is good if you listen from his own voice. That is where I taken this screenshot. Better you should watch it. So after certain point of time, they themselves are giving the treatment in to the infant, and they're also treating the mother. They have started recording all the information. They have started recording all the information. Even government was not having the information, but still they were having the information. So this model is being well appreciated across India, and uh, all these trained women has been examined by group of doctor, top 10 children specialist doctors, and they said they are the right persons, right people, having the traditional knowledge with complementary skills that these doctors has been provided, especially Abhay Bang and Rani Bang. They were able to tackle the situation. This is one case study. where you will be now there like goddess. That's what I'm telling. If you go and spend your time with where the problem exists, you will be respected in every area of your life, and you will also have a kind of satisfaction that you have addressed the problem somebody may not be able to address. So this has been replicated in Nepal, Bangladesh, and Pakistan, and worldwide this case study is being discussed. And now mortality rate of Germany is equal to Gadchiroli district. This is one example I thought of sharing. I request you should see this once. See, business will evolve, and we all know the example of Kodak. If you are not shifting your idea, you will not have the future. So this slide I want to explain you like this. See, in maybe like 10 years before, we used to see the boards like this. Especially we are in the summer season now. So we used to get it very difficult to get the AC service. People from AC service, we used to call them. They said, today we are busy, we may not be able to come, and you bring the outer unit, you bring the intern unit. It is very difficult. So initially this was the scenario in our life, that we used to save the number, next time we should call him, and we have to wait as long as he comes and attends. So from that pamphlet or the billboard, we have just shifted to Just Dial. The billboard is over now. The next, the Just Dial came into our life. So whenever we are coming across any service issues, when it comes to the AC or any other things, we used to call the Just Dial, and they used to give us the number. And after that, the Just Dial came with the digital details, digital format. And what was the problem with the Just Dial was, they will be able to give the number. You have to call them, and you have to make sure that you have to call them, then you have to make sure that you will be speaking with them all other details, how much they charge, when they will come, when they will come, and whether that number is working or not, we are not sure of. And this was the Just Dial. And Just Dial, in the first example, only 1:1. We have to call someone, someone will come and get it done. In the second scenario, we can call multiple people, we can inquire multiple charges, we have the database. And still there was a pain that still consumer or customers were facing, was rates were fluctuating, we don't know the quality of service, we don't know whether the technician is qualified or not, and how long it will there, it's no idea. So the problem of Just Dial, the problem of the customer, that Just Dial have not been sorted during the time the opportunity pop up to the Urban Club. What the Urban Club did was, it is the combination of 1 2 plus value added service. That's what I was telling you. Before getting into any business, try to look out the opportunities around you. Is there any solution is available to the existing problem, or any business which is already there, can I pivot it? So the Urban Club has added the 1 plus 2, that is the billboard plus the database. The problem of billboard they have resolved, The problem with the just dial they resolve, and they come out with their own standards. Now, if we click urban clap, we have to choose the service or the service that we are looking for. It may be AC, it may be saloon, it may be electrician, it may be anything. If you open urban clap, you have to punch your data. They will also tell you how much they will charge. They will also tell you the warranty, how many days this service will lost. In case of any mishappening during the technician, they are responsible. So the problem they understood, and now the urban clap has popped up. Now another example. In old days, we used to give the classifieds, especially the marriage matchings. We used to give all the details to the classifieds. What was the problem with the classifieds is like once in a week or twice in a week you used to get, and especially in the big two papers, we have to see, we have to tick it, we have to call them, and after we call them, then there used to be a problem like whether that is a genuine case or not. We are not sure. So after that, we have entered into the generation called marriage view generation. So this also went well. And just imagine a marriage bureau, because India is rich with culture, community, uh, caste, religion. There are different varieties. So just imagine a marriage bureau managing all the data is very difficult. In a manual way, sorting age wise, caste wise, community wise, salary wise, it's very difficult. So the problem of reading the newspaper, giving the advertisement was over, but whereas getting into the right person, there was a problem. They used to take long, and we have to call them. Is there any new relation, new prospective proposal that you received? Then they used to call. They sometimes they used to say, "नहीं नहीं 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 कुछ हुआ नहीं है अभी आगे जाके." So the problem has been resolved by this portals called portals like Shadi.com, Bharat Matrimony. So why I'm telling you all these examples? I'm telling you all these examples. You go and spend your time with the customers, you will come across their problems. If you come across their problems, you will be able to give the solution. I'll tell you another example, then I'll try to wind up this session. Another example is Hermes. And recently, I was very surprised to see this online meat delivering app or even website they have. So this is based in Tirupati. We know fresh to home, other things are exists with us. This is something new other than that. Where see when it comes to the fresh to food and other meat delivering apps, you have to give in advance. Maybe like today I have to order for to get the meat tomorrow. That is one. And second thing, it may be fresh. I'm not complaining anything about it. It may be fresh, but will come with refrigeration technology. Maybe they will come with the freezer, or they give us with the ice cubes in it. So I'm not sure about the quality, especially this era of COVID. I may not be able to go out. Especially meat is the highly contaminating thing. I want to see physically. I want to see with my eyes. I want to get it done. So where this is an interesting example. What they're doing is they're taking the limited orders. This is their business strategy. Once you order in app or in their website, the order number will come with the live recording. You will be able to see which meat you are getting, what is the premises, how they are managing it completely. Once you once you are done with your billing and once you pay the bill, you will be able to see the live recording complete, which meat he is picking, which hen he is picking, how he is slaughtering, how the slaughter process is happening, who is the butcher, whether they are maintaining the hygiene or not. Everything is on your fingertips. How they come out with this problem, how they come out with this idea is just they spend their time with the real customers. And probably they could be one of the customers and they come out with these kind of problems of hygiene, not having assurance of getting the quality meat or not, and whereby they come across this app or this portal which is addressing which is addressing the problems that normal consumer is facing. So again, my emphasis is go to the customers, prospective customers. Go and live with the problems. The problems will give you the opportunities to start your venture. And once you are there with the customers, capturing the inputs and put it in a 4x4 2x2 matrix, you will be able to get the best result, whether to go with that option or not. So this is all from my side. uh, Once again, I would like to thank all the participants. I wish you all the best, and you can reach out to me at sudhakar.aci@au.ac.in if you have any queries. And in case if you want to speak with me, you can also call me at my mobile number. And once again, I would like to thank all the management, principal and faculty of Ramanujan College, Delhi University, for giving me an opportunity. Thank you. All the best. Good luck. And the world is very small, and we are all ambassadors in creating these entrepreneurs. Soon I'll be meeting you, and we will be meeting together somewhere in the same platform. Thank you so much. Have a good time, and stay happy, stay safe. All the best.